Hello, everyone. Sally here. As you know, as a recipient of one of the Joe White Scholarship Awards this season, I am asked to give the membership an overview of my experience and explain what my give back responsibility is, according to my proposal this past January. I applied for a scholarship to attend a multi-session tech hosting workshop with Heather Martinez. You may have met Heather when she tech hosted our workshop with Mike Gold last season. You may also know her from her graphic recording of Mike Gold's lecture at the 2018 International Calligraphy Conference that was published in Letter Arts Review. Heather is an amazing lettering artist and an accomplished instructor. This course is structured to be ongoing in a way. Heather will often host sandbox sessions where we can still join in with our experiences and our questions moving forward. I very much appreciate being selected to receive this award. I continue to learn with Heather and learn with practice. My give back proposal was threefold. My immediate give back was to tech host this past Maker University. We hired a tech host for our inaugural Maker University, so my initial plan was to simply save us the $350 or so. My next level of give back was to be available to host our online playdays and workshops with the hope of making them as smooth of a technical experience as possible for our members and guests who have various levels of online experience. My final level of my give back proposal was to help train others in the group to be able to step into the tech host position online and to join in any of the hybrid experiences we plan to have. Now, about hybrid, I learned that to have a successful hybrid experience, we would need at least 3 people dedicating themselves to some aspect of the hybrid format to make it a quality experience for both the in-person and online audience. That, as we are learning, is a hard thing to do. Our first hybrid experience was with Colleen and George's monoprinting in September of 2022. We were all still winging it, but trying to bring a program to the group when many people were still uncomfortable meeting in person. From my perspective, I was in the room, but also a Zoom host. It wasn't too bad for a first run. People were maybe still very forgiving, knowing this is all new for everyone. However, there were many problems. For me, the biggest problem was the person in the room weren't really attended to like they would have been if it were in person only. That wasn't the demonstrator's fault at all. It was just the nature of hybrid and how much we knew about running them, and the demonstrators trying to be 2 or 3 places at once, on camera for the online audience, in clear view of the in-person attendees while demoing, and then trying to do both in addition to circling around to tables, but also trying to be in view online. As said, for our first time, it wasn't bad, but much improvements were needed. We were a bit more successful with our hybrid experience last year with Anne when she introduced Uncials back in March of 2023. Colleen and Maura got the equipment up and running in the room. I was the online Zoom host in the room, but dedicated to the online participants. Anne's lecture was a demo up on the screen, so it was very visible for all. Workshop attendees in the room asked questions to Anne via the Zoom platform, so it was a great way to engage everyone. Colleen, Maura, and Janie acted as room hosts. Those in person were not left on their own. This definitely was an improvement. As you can see, though, it took 5 people to make it an okay experience. The failings of both of these experiences, however, were part of the reason I wanted to learn more and bring what I learned back to the group. As we all probably noticed, most hybrid experiences are just like this. They'll favor one group over the other. Either the people in the room are left floundering, or the people online are pretty much ignored. Currently, we are offering in-person programs for half of our season, and online programs for the other half, as I have discouraged trying to do hybrid programs until we have more people who are willing to be tech hosts. If or when we get more people, the only way we will get better is to practice, and the only way to practice is hosting such an event. Now, I'd like to get better, but maybe members are happy with keeping the half and half thing going, and that's fine. But even with that, we need more people to know more about the techie stuff, hosting, website updates, email newsletters, social media, because none of those are going away. And if we want to continue, in my opinion, we have to get better with those. Which brings me back to my final level of give back. I am by no means an expert, but I have learned a great deal. I'm willing to schedule training sessions for anyone in the group to learn to be an online host or a host in the room. I would also encourage anyone interested to take one of Heather's courses. She has several that were created with the help of the Texas Lettering Arts group. I would also like to train board members and interested members to know how to update the website, create emails for members, and post to social media. I can't continue to do all those things. I know some of us are still kicking and screaming our way into the online workshop, waiting perhaps for the colleagues to return to the way it was. I see you, I get it. And a part of me would like to do just that, go back to the way it was, all in person. However, there are many who are embracing the online experience. I think the reality is that online is here to stay if we want to stay connected to the greater calligraphy world. So I think we need to keep learning and get better at it. So as I said, I will schedule training throughout next season for all the techie stuff. And if more people get involved, we can offer more professional, innovative, educational, and fun experiences. It will be a smoother transition also when I retire. My final give back would be to host the next Maker U free of charge. Thank you again for the support through the Joe White Scholarship Award. It is my hope that continuing into this next season, the colleagues will think it was a good investment. Bye.